have all my stuff this morning. I grabbed myself a bottle of water. It's already pretty toasty. Better hydrate. While I'm working this morning, pork chop's already in the pool. I don't see Toonie. I see little baby goat. They're funny. I need to redo my fly stuff today. Sweep out in here. Good morning, Daisy Goat. What are you doing? What you got going on? Some beard hair. How is everybody? Yeah, a little noisy. Little disagreements going on this morning. Hi, Bubba. You're so good. You're just always right where you're supposed to be. And the rest of these crazies. What do you think, Link, having to live with all these girls? I think you might prefer to go back with your kids sometimes. Hello. We didn't need to be so aggressive. All right, breakfast. I got it. Mom's got it. Let's have breakfast. Good job! Good job, Patty! Well, you guys are a little less rowdy today. It's a little bit hotter. Yeah, a little bit hotter. Air's not moving quite as good today as it normally is. It's pretty chill. I'm excited to show you guys what we've been doing the last couple of days. I know that like the last two videos we haven't had anything at night. Wednesday's video, obviously we had family here all day long, so I couldn't film. They stayed till like 9 o'clock, and then the next, so Friday's video, what happened was we ended up like working on a project until it was dark, and I'm excited to show you guys that this morning because it'll be pretty obvious what we're able to get done and why I wasn't able to film. So I'm excited to show you that today. I do think next week I'm going to show you guys a little bit in detail. I'm going to do something different since we're going to be gone for 8 days here in a few weeks. I am going to show you exactly what I'm going to do to plan that. I actually have 2 different sets of people taking care of the animals. Then and I think what I'm going to do is some visuals because for this morning setup, because it's just so much, I guess. Like normally I would be like, oh, don't worry about it, but like you can't be successful milking unless you have these guys locked up, and they are not, because they're so trained, they're not gonna go into it just has to work this way because this is the way that they know. And typically what I do is flip milking to afternoons for my farmhand, and so that she can come and milk after work instead of in the morning. She's only gonna have one morning that she's working because she's only gonna be here Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, and then my in-laws are gonna do it Sunday, and then my parents are gonna do it Monday through Thursday, Monday through Friday until we get back. So I think I'm gonna leave them in the mornings. I told her I was gonna flip them to the afternoons, but I think I'm gonna leave them in the morning because I can't see for 2 days, the 2 days that she would do it, that this setup would work for 2 days, and then somebody else have to come in and figure out how to do it, flip them back to in the morning, get them back in a routine. Because there are so many of them and the way this setup works, I just don't think that it will work. Anyway, let's let everybody out and get piggies and boy goats fed. my mom learning how to milk a goat. So they've never taken care of the farm before while we were gone. And so they've got to come over and learn how to milk goats. Like I've said before, I normally pay someone, and my farmhand's going on vacation the same time we are, so it just didn't work out. But for something like a weekend vacation, like a Thursday to Sunday, not as big of a deal for us, but just this is a really long vacation. This is probably the longest vacation it is, other than when we went to Disney a couple of years ago with his family, the longest vacation that we've taken since we've owned the farm, and probably the longest vacation we've taken since we've been married, other than our honeymoon. We went on I think a 7-day cruise when we got married. I would not recommend a 7-day cruise, it was too long. So lots of things to get prepared for that are gonna take me a couple of weeks really to get ready. And so that's why I'm kind of already talking about it, even though that's a few weeks down the road. Good morning. How are my buddies? His crown of shame off yesterday after breakfast sometime, and it so far hasn't been a problem. I don't think it's gonna be. It's been so long since he's been able to stick his head through, and they're not eating through the fence as much because there's all this grass to eat. When it might be an issue is when we're gone, and so probably what will happen is I will put some tape back on his horns because they will be locked up in here, is my thought, because that's just easier on everyone, unless I can get my new gate purchased and installed before then. So if I can get a new gate that divides these two pastures, and it just comes down to like opening and chaining a gate in the mornings, I think my parents could probably handle that instead of like what I have to do right now to keep them separated. And part of the problem is that this is on a hill, and so you can't hang the gate to where like little goats couldn't go through, and so you'd have to do the gate and this little panel. Let's let these guys out for the day. They're not interested in, even remotely interested in coming out today. It's already so warm. They'll make their way out here, but they're all like, most of them are still in the barn, asleep, or just like laying down, chilling. So one thing that we did the other day, what day did we do this? Sunday, was mow all of this down with the brush hog. So our tractor's broken. If you've been following along, the clutch is broken, so you have to start it in gear, which makes it not really easy to use. Jeremy brush hogged the inside of the nuts. We actually were able to move the nuts out a little bit further because we squared it off down here. This is a nice big space. This grass is still really long. It was just kind of, we were able to cut off the seeded parts, and then they were able to brush hog this down again so that it will stay cut. You can kind of see, like, that's the neighbor who hasn't cut since it's been hayed, and we've cut. We weren't able to clean up the creek bank. That's gonna take like a push mower and a weed eater. We did just get a walk behind mower, so it's really exciting. My husband and father-in-law did all of this, and you can see the tractor is parked facing downhill. It took our skid steer to get the brush hog on because you can't really back the tractor up very well. You can't stop it, so it's just dangerous because there's no clutch. They are gonna take it to get fixed at the end of the season and just get like the whole tractor fixed so that we can use it. We've debated, do we wanna buy a different tractor? But we both really like this tractor. It's perfect for this size property and what we really need to do. So I think the plan is to get the tractor fixed and probably buy a finish mower to use out here in this area next year. Mowing has been the bane of our existence this year. If you've been here between mowing this and mowing the other property, it has just not been fun. So that was one big thing that we got done, and then I'm gonna show you the other thing that we got done. So they were off the net for like a day and a half, and the problem with that now is they won't eat in here, and they're overeating this corner, which worries me for parasites. So that's kind of annoying at this point, but it is what it is. The other thing that we did was we leveled our mulch pile that used to be right here. It had all turned to topsoil, so that actually worked out pretty well. We needed it to kind of fill in the hole that it had created. So it had just composted down. There was no mulch, it was just dirt. So just spread it out. So we're watering this every day, hoping some grass will grow in it. And we moved the railroad ties that were all right here. And we used to have all these fence posts that were in concrete that were part of this fence when we first moved in. And those, we moved all of those. So now our backyard is nice and clean. I know that's not super exciting to you guys, but it was definitely a lot of hard work for us. It took us until like 9 o'clock to get all of that done. So I don't totally know what I'm gonna get up to today. It's really hot. It's hard in the summer to really do much. In the middle of the day, it's already almost 10. Let's fill up water. We'll fill up the piggy pool, and these guys will be taken care of. Okay, we're gonna hope the camera doesn't fog up because it's really cold and it is very muggy outside. So I went over and mowed the other house today, and I saw Wilbur. He's doing a little bit better. He's still not been really cooperative over the weekend, but we're doing what we can for him given we can't load him in the trailer. So he's hanging in there, still eating and moving around and all that good stuff. Ladies, who I cannot get to go back out in the net for any extended period of time. I don't know what the deal is. Oh, I meant to clean the refrigerator out. I'll have to do that tomorrow. Oh, yeah, there we are. Toonie Piggle, what are you doing? What you doing, Pig? You got me very dirty this morning. Hello, my pork chop. Hello, big pig. Hello, little pig. You're about as big as Big Pig now. We call Pork Chop Big Pig because we had him for like 2 years before we got Toonie. And he was already full grown and we got Toonie as a piglet. So he was the Big Pig technically. Come on, Big Pig! Come on, Big Pig! Come on! And he responds to that more than he does Pork Chop, probably because I call him that more. And these crazies. Nobody got their head stuck today, so that was good. Oh, and the little boys have figured out how to surf on Bean, which is really funny. I'm being chased. I don't have anything to eat, babe. Oh, did she fall over? Are you okay? Oh, I fell over, Mom. Gosh. Yeah. There's a lot of wildness going on, Pork Chop. What do you think, buddy? I take my Toonie girl. Yeah. I know, it's bedtime. Pork Chop's like, yep. Woof. Woof. Should we give Pork Chop a little belly rub? Ooh, Pork Chop's belly. Good pig. Oh, I love these pigs. Hi, Bee Machine. How are you? You were rubbing all over me yesterday when I came out here. The little boys have learned to ride on your back. I have not seen Waffles try to jump on Toonie. Hi, Bub. You have beautiful horns. What do you think, boys? Y'all look fabulous. My men's look fabulous. They do. Poor Toons. She's the only girl. I don't think she cares. I did want to follow up about the fireworks. We did have lots of fireworks. They were all not close, which was really nice. So like our neighbors on each side of us were out of town, so we didn't have anybody in our immediate vicinity, and the neighbor across the street didn't shoot fireworks. There were plenty of fireworks. We could not see them. We're so low down in this valley that we cannot see the fireworks. It was really funny. Everybody did really well. So even though I didn't film, there wasn't really anything to show you. they were not freaked out because they were so used to them being so close and that being really scary. They slept outside. There were, I mean, you could hear them for sure, but it was not like if you guys were with us last year, it was just so extreme. So, and it has been for the last few years, but they really did great. You did. You didn't have any troubles. All right, Mom's gonna tip this over. Do you guys like to listen to podcasts? I love podcasts. So when I'm at work, 50% of my job's writing, and I listen to podcasts while I write. And a lot of people are like, that's crazy, I can't do that. I really enjoy it. I cannot focus at all if I don't have noise. I have to have noise if I'm not like, so I listen to lots of true crime podcasts, and I also listen to like history podcasts. Those are probably my two favorite. And I got my Crime Junkie shirt. I wore it in a video last week. I love it. I love Crime Junkie. Ashley Flowers is like one of the best storytellers. If you listen to podcasts, what are your recommendations? All right, buddy bears, how are you guys? They have just been the best. I know nobody's really been in heat and it's hot, but it has not been a pain in the butt having to go in with them in the morning. I'm kind of proud of my fellers for behaving themselves. Using this little water for the boys. I'm able to keep it a little bit cleaner because I can dump it every single day. So that's been working out. So just dump it twice in the morning and in the evening, get the dirt out of it from the pigs, but they seem to be liking that and drinking out of it, and it's not as nasty as the big pig water. Some of you guys were asking if we ever drink the milk and do we just give it to the pigs. We do use the milk. It's just right now I get somewhere around 3.5 gallons a week. Probably close to 4 gallons a week total. So I can't use all of that. And to be honest, I've been so tired this summer. I don't know what it is. I have not had the energy to do a whole lot of things, and I normally make yogurt and cheese, and my father-in-law drinks it, we make ice cream. I just haven't. I enjoy milking. I just enjoy the time with my girls in the morning. It's 20 minutes that I'm not doing anything else, just hanging out with the animals. And so I just enjoy milking to milk. And that's why like this year I probably won't be so sad to give it up because I just really haven't done a whole lot with the milk, but we do use it. And usually a lot more. Like last summer I made yogurt like every 3 or 4 days. I really used my milk a lot. And I did want to tell you guys, I swam in the Halara dress the other day. The teal one, the darker one, that looks more like a tennis dress, worked beautifully. As far as like the material, it was great. It doesn't have like any support or padding, so I did wear like a sports bra under it. Still was fine. And I am getting through comments slowly but surely, but I'm gonna try to answer some questions that you guys have had along the way so that if it takes me a couple weeks to get all the way through comments that you'll know. All right, my girls and pepperonis. Night-night. Night-night, babies. So we counted everybody. Everybody's here. Mom scared off everybody with the water hose, didn't she, see? Hey, you did. I'm getting eat up by skaters. And for mamas to go inside. Night-night, goaties.